Rwanda, through the Rwanda Convention Bureau, signed this deal with Arsenal. It's a sleeve partnership deal, meaning that Rwanda will be advertising Visit Rwanda on the left sleeve of the Arsenal jersey for the next 3 years. And this means that any time Arsenal is playing, we have rights in the stadium. We have to brand Visit Rwanda in the stadium. We have the players wearing the Visit Rwanda jersey, and that allows us to have exposure and viewership across the world. Over 100 million people viewing at any match day, and that is for us a huge source, a huge potential for incoming tourists.
Now, we do understand that Arsenal is one of the biggest clubs in the world. That is period, one of the biggest, and you're looking at a very good number of people that are watching the games in the stadium and out of the stadiums day in, day out. But I want to understand, we're looking at a good £30 million that is going into this deal for 3 years. In these 3 years, how much investment do we expect to be brought to Rwanda as part of the investment?
First of all, it's not £30 million. So we had a very good deal with Arsenal. The figures are not disclosed, but it's not £30 million as intimated. Now, what we expect to see is, one, we're going to see more tourists coming in, and that really boosts our numbers. By next year, Rwanda is going to be moving to 31 destinations, and that extended reach also allows us to bring in more guests. We target to have $800 million in tourism revenue by 2024. Now that is a doubling effect from where we are today. And this is one of the strategies that we are using to achieve that. This is one of the key strategies we are using to achieve that. But also, when visitors come, we also see them explore Rwanda, and more often than not, they also end up investing in our country. Now, the other part is also going to be our partnership with Arsenal in terms of promoting football in Rwanda, in terms of coaching our coaches, in terms of really lifting our game of football in this country. So we see many benefits. First of all, in terms of tourism and the jobs that come with that, in terms of investments that come from the people who come to the country, in terms of football development in the country.
Sir, that is rather very interesting. You did touch that bit on the 800 million that we're looking at for 2024. But my mind can't get out of the conversation where we see the business ecosystem around the Visit Rwanda campaign. Because we do understand that we're looking at a very fast-growing business tourism in the country. So definitely, when you look at most of the money that comes into the tourism industry is going towards business tourism and visiting the gorillas. But of course, this is what the country has pushed forward. So now that we're having such a very interesting campaign as Visit Rwanda, what more needs to be done so that someone doesn't come only to see the gorillas or for the meetings and conferences that are happening in the country, but also to have some safari and more of that? What needs to be done to hasten that conversation?
Again, as I said, the Arsenal deal and the partnership with Arsenal is one of those strategies that we've deployed to try and boost tourism in the country. But it's not the only one. We've invested heavily in infrastructure. The facility where we are now is the Rwanda Convention Center. That alone is helping us to attract thousands and thousands of business tourists. As of today, Kigali is ranked the #3 in terms of hosting international conferences and meetings. And that is after Cape Town and Marrakesh. So we're going to see more business tourists coming in for meetings, events, exhibitions. And that is one of those. So it's not just about gorillas, but it's also about conferences. Number two, we are boosting our products for tourists. Rwanda is known for gorillas, yes, it's also good. But we also have the Big Five in the Akagera National Park. We've got the Nyungwe forest, home of the chimpanzees, and also one of the most exciting canopy walks. We've got birding as a tourist attraction, in Bugesera. we've got nature tourism, we've got culture tourism, and all these are products that are being deployed to continue and attract more tourists. One, to increase their length of stay. Number two, to also increase their spend in the country. And that is what boosts our revenues.
Tell me, what do private businesses stand to benefit from this?
So the whole tourism ecosystem is really set to benefit from this initiative. One, the hotels, of course, are the ones that accommodate the guests. But look at the tour operators who are booking in these tourists. Look at the taxi drivers who are really serving all these tourists all the way from the airport to the hotels and back and to the tourism sites. Number three, also look at the food industry, the people who produce the food that these tourists eat. So the whole tourism ecosystem is set to benefit from this initiative, and we see it as a way of building the entire chain, not just one element of it.
We know that leading up to the Kwitizina, there is a new low season discount. Would you like to shed some more light on that?
So, first of all, if tourists are coming here for conferences and they're able to visit other tourism sites, they benefit already from a 15% discount. 15% discount. Now, we are also looking at managing our low season. When we don't have a lot of tourists visiting the gorillas or other national parks, and we are considering another discount for that, for low season, which will be announced as soon as it is ready.